with respect to the freaking out, the Trump energy, I think there's something that's really interesting there that needs to be unpacked in the coming years, that it talks to the American story in my head. And we have this idea that we've been raised with as Americans about what the American story is, where we're constantly getting better. And there's values that are unimpeachable values that were, brought by the founding fathers. I mean, it's no doubt like an idea of patriarchy. I'm not even talking about that just in the pure clinical sense, not the political baggage. It's
Right.
founded by a group of well-intentioned men, even though, they talk about what the founding fathers intended. There was still a whole nation of people that were involved in the founding of that. But nevertheless, this idea of life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, you get a little phrase to go with it. And we've consistently gotten better. And that's the story. And that has been the story for a long time. And somewhere along the line, 30, 40 years ago, Nixon is the easiest argument to make of that. You could say perhaps Bill Clinton when they traded in actual progressiveness for neoliberalism. You could say the Bush-Gore, election of 2000. You could pick any number of things that have degraded into that vision. But that story became progressively more hollow, right? And it didn't have any of that actual magic, the energy, the inspiration. It came back a little bit in Obama, and then for various reasons, a little bit on him, a little bit on the opposition, it quickly got drained. And then you have somebody like Trump. And Trump's energy, there was a new vision, I think. And it wasn't life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It was power. It was get what you can, and I will, the power of positive thinking, whatever his, I forget the name of the guru that he's involved with, but that is a type of ideology, and that is a story. There are facts, and then there's personal truth. And this was a vision of a country, which was actually a vision of individuals, and being able to have a nation of individuals scratching and clawing against each other in order to achieve personal success and fame. And the collective was, not important. And that's a combination of having such a prosperous nation that mirage could even exist, that was a thing that could even be possible. Nevertheless, it's a story. And that's really what drives Americans, is stories. This idea that we are going to achieve something great. As a collective or as an individual, not sure. What will future stories look like? I don't know. We certainly, 50.3% of the country and counting thought, no, not that story. We don't want that one. Let's go back to old Joe here. And the guy looks like Uncle Sam, basically, But, there's a lot of scariness to, from my perspective, what the Trump story was.
Yeah.
But also, I think from a clinical perspective, from a postmortem perspective, recognizing that as a nation, we respond to stories. And what do the stories look like moving forward?
Yeah. I guess apparently the current story is that we want to just kind of calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's the story that people are voting for right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe. I think so.
And I guess
it's just a repudiation. That's not our story. Yeah. It's we want to go back to this idea.
Yeah.
even though a lot
It's
of
like,
people,
oops, I did not mean to read this chapter. That's what our vote just said. It's like, I'm closing this book.
right, right.